After 18 seasons, he's retired. He's a legendary career. NBA top 75, 2017 league MVP, 9-time All-Star.
I love you so much, and you mean a lot to me, and you want to.
Thank you so much, Jalen Brown. This is how this nigga sound right now. You're my favorite player.
Bro.
For those that didn't know what we were talking about, Pat McAfee dropped a supposed album that I will not be listening to.
I will never.
I've heard.
No, sir. No, sir. That's it. Just no, sir. Just no, sir. No.
Nah. Which is crazy because I was actually going to ask you, before I even heard about this, I was going to ask, did you hear about T.I. dropping an AI album?
Tyga, you mean?
Tyga.
Because I was like, T.I. can actually rap. T.I. wouldn't do that.
Tyga. T.Y.
Yeah, I knew Tyga was dropping his AI album. I wasn't going to listen to it because, one, it's Tyga. Two, it's an AI album. Like, what am I doing here, bro? Like, no, I'm cool on it. And then three, they keep doing that stupid, like that other AI song where they pretend like they're in the 80s and stuff. Like, that shit is terrible. It's not good. Like,
the ones where I miss when it was just Patrick Starr and never would have made it. I miss those days. Bring that back.
Bro, like those videos are still in my algorithm, bro. Every single SpongeBob AI scene video makes me die laughing, bro. And they started putting
bring us back. Bring back Leland and Cat.
Mario in it and Goku in it, bro. Should be killing me, bro. Should be killing me.
Yeah, bring back Leland and Cash Machine. Bring back bring them niggas back. I want to have fun again. Hell no, that's crazy. Man, welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast, the only podcast where we do something different every single day, not an hour, not a episode. This is a daily thing. Once again, we keep doing this like once a month, once every 2 months. I'm your host, Greg. That is my host, Jax. Welcome to the show. I understand we haven't introduced ourselves
in a very long time.
All off season. I had to remind myself these niggas don't know you.
Yeah,
you gotta introduce yourself. But this is the podcast for casuals. If you are a casual, this is the show for you. Newsflash: you are casual if you decide to pick this pod as your pod. Yes. So just embrace it. Embrace it and donate.
Donation.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
You know, Jax, have you been hearing about like that lottery ball? Like that Powerball that's like it's like starting to get up there. I think it's like the pot is like at like 987 million or some shit like that.
Every Powerball is up there, bro. Like I haven't heard about anyone in particular, but like if you say it's Powerball, it's a crazy amount. I believe it.
Yeah, it got up to like 987 million, and I was like, yeah. And after taxes, the full payout is 280. I was like, damn, that's a big ass drop. that's a big ass drop. But the first thing that it reminded me of was that sound that we used to have for the donations, and it was from the lottery ticket.
Oh,
I'm broke, nigga.
Yeah.
I thought about that shit. I was like, damn, what an era. We're not broke no more. Actually, we were never broke. But that's for another time. Make sure y'all comment down below. Click these links. Donate to a charitable cause. $1 a day keeps the doctor away.
I don't think that's how the quote goes, but we'll continue.
You know,
we do not care.
We don't care. You know. And since we're there, let's go ahead and talk about the quick things that we do not care about. First thing,
we do not care.
That white man that holds power. That could have been anybody when I
was thinking, which one are we talking about?
Exactly. Exactly, Jax. I'm talking about Bill Belichick this go round. His niggas on leave.
Yeah.
I don't really have too much information on this, Jax. What's
Oh yeah,
the
Mike Lombardi. I meant to put more information there, but Mike Lombardi, who's been Bill Belichick's right hand man for, well, right now he's right hand man in North Carolina, but him and Bill have been like this forever. Yeah, he got placed on leave and nobody knows why, but the people are saying like there's an HR investigation into it and blah blah blah, and everyone's just like, Bill, he should have seen this coming, like he should have seen most things coming, because Michael Lombardi has never been good at his job. I think the most famous quote about Michael Lombardi was by Al Davis, and he was like, Michael Lombardi's been fired from every single job he's ever had. And that's the quote. And that's true, because he's been fired from every single job he's ever had because he's not particularly good at it, but he somehow, I really think, he's not related to Vince Lombardi in any way, but I think because he has that last name and like he knows Bill Belichick, people like attach him to football greatness and all that, but like, nah. And it's just, I feel like this is just another example of Bill Belichick and that just like his whole empire sort of crumbling down around him. So sucks to suck, but whatever.
He said if it's an HR thing.
Yeah, they said that they're doing like an HR investigation on him. But like that's all people know about it though, because they haven't released any other details around it. So I know you did.
I ain't gonna say it out loud, but I know what that means. and since I'm thinking that, I'm gonna ask you a question, Jax. Best of 7. Mike Lombardi or Forrester?
Best of 7? Forrester.
You taking it?
Forrester. Easy, actually. Easy, actually. Very, very easy.
It's a sweep?
Sweet.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was snorting that bitch up. Don't care. Yeah, you know, it's kind of hard. You right, because with Lombardi, it's just speculations.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
We got cold or hard facts. Hey, I went back and looked at that episode. I should have turned the volume down. That nigga was snorting loud as fuck.
Bro, he was right by the camera, like he was just loud as hell.
I was working out listening to the pod. I had to turn my shit down. Like, god damn.
Bro, I don't know.
God damn. Yeah.
I've never done cocaine, but cocaine don't seem that fun. It don't seem fun. Nothing seems fun enough for me to sniff it, bro. Like, put like powder up my nose. Nothing seems fun enough for that, bro.
Yeah, they couldn't. Yeah, nah. That's crazy.
Yeah, nah.
And I didn't like the way people's teeth look after crack. You know, so none of that white stuff.
I don't think drugs are bad for everybody's teeth. Every single drug. I don't think there's a single drug that's safe for teeth. Maybe like shrooms, maybe.
Yeah, no, but it just felt like it was a fast decay with crack. Man. Or maybe Snowfall just gave me a bad interpretation. Maybe it was just too sensationalized for me. It's like, oh God. You was pretty in season 1. The fuck going on now? This is crazy.
We do not care.
We do not care. Next one up. Terryon Arnold, the FaceTime enjoyer, has signed with the Seahawks. There to elevate that defense or keep it stagnant, whichever one you want to.
Yeah.
That's how you feel about him. Jax, your thoughts?
I guess. I don't know what else to say. I do know, I forget what podcast I was listening to, but had like more intimate knowledge of like the Seahawks and the goings on of that. And they were like, they said the coaches were surprised that they released him, or not the Seahawks, but the Lions. They're talking about the Lions. They said the Lions were surprised that, like Lions coaching staff were surprised that that the team had released him in the first place. Like, they didn't expect him to get released so fast. So
interesting.
Like, but I mean, Terry.
So they really wasn't on the same page for real.
Yeah, at least not like the DB coaches and like probably defensive coordinator and all that. But I mean,
okay,
Terryon, he wasn't necessarily that good. So I mean, maybe he might work out with the Seahawks because Mike McDonald knows what he's doing and he still has talent. But like, man, he might end up in jail. Nobody knows. So shoot,
nobody fucking knows. Nobody knows because just like 4 weeks ago, that nigga was in one of those like jackets not the straight jackets, but like one of those like
Oh
he
yeah,
had like a
there's
different color. Like he was like on watch. Like they gotta watch
the
this nigga.
Suicide Watch jackets.
I was like, ooh. So what a turn of events.
Yes.
I as I'm looking at it, outside of Stingley and Pat Surtain, I don't know a lot of like just elite corners. Like corners that was like, oh my God, like
Don't do that.
the corner game ain't really been like that in a little minute. I'm not
No,
gonna
I
lie.
can't let you do that because Christian Gonzalez with the Patriots, he's still good.
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying
Denzel
like
Ward,
Denzel Ward is fine.
but he plays for the Browns, so there's that.
Yeah, so like yeah.
The other corner on the Texans, who's also all the DBs on the Texans are cold, so there's that.
You're not putting this version of DBs up against the 2010s. You're not doing it.
Who's in 20? Richard Sherman,
Cromartie, Revis Island,
Patrick Peterson,
Jalen Ramsey, Marcus Peters. You said Marcus Peters already?
I did not say Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters. Shit.
I feel like now
is Slay part of the 10s?
Yeah.
Slay?
I feel like nowadays though, like it's harder for cornerbacks to get picks now because like quarterbacks just don't, unless you're like ass, you don't throw them. Like I feel like quarterbacks just want to be efficient so bad. They're not nobody's a gunslinger for real no more. Like
yeah, niggas scared of niggas scared of throwing turkey subs, bro. Like niggas scared to hit a Will Levis. You know what I mean? I feel that. I understand that, and I'm not saying that this group is bad, but I remember like literally like 2 years ago, like, oh my God, Sauce Gardner.
Oh,
now it's just Ahmad, you know. Oh, I say all that to say, you know, Terryon is not like an elite corner or good, but I feel like in this generation of corners, he can still be serviceable.
Like he was a first round draft pick for a reason. There's still talent there. He's not old.
Yeah.
And Mike McDonald is a good coach, so we will see what he can become.
All I'm saying is if he was in the 2010s, he'd be in trouble. He'd still have that jacket on.
Yeah.
But next.
We do not care.
I'm missing something. Oh. How could I forget? James Pierce suspended for 8 games. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jax. This one kind of surprised me in a good way, not derogatory.
Okay.
Because I and if it was up to me, it'd be more games. But I really didn't think it was gonna be this many games. Like I'm saying it in the sense of like I'm actually surprised he got 8. A nigga like me would have thought, okay, Goodell gonna give that nigga 2, or not any at all. Like I didn't know.
2 would have been way too. They would have been all Goodell's ass. Well, everybody
like, I would have.
But
I would have said something like 4 games and they appealed to try to bump it down to 2, or like 6 games and they bump it down to 4. That's what I was thinking. I didn't think it was going past 6. So when I saw 8, I was like, damn, that's half the season, or damn near half the season. I was like, okay. Not necessarily mad, but like I said, if it was up to me, they wouldn't be in this league this year. I ain't gonna lie, I would have just took the nigga off the books the whole year. But Jax, your reaction to an 8-game suspension?
I don't know how. Like 8 games, that's half the season. So like, I'm not mad at it, but it still feels like I don't like.
It still feel lenient. Like it still feel generous
because he never got punished in the court of law, which I'm not saying like I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm not saying he should get like suspended less or whatever. I'm just saying like he didn't get suspended or he didn't get in trouble with the court of law. So like he's getting in trouble with the NFL. So I guess that sort of makes up for a little bit. But like I don't know. I've seen the video. This nigga was crazy, bro. Like he was acting crazy. Like how he not getting more trouble? Like I'm not trying to advocate for send black men to jail and whoop up and all that. But like I'm just like, bro, I seen the video. He hit her car with his car. He was chasing after her. It was like 17 police officers trying to tackle this nigga, like, and all he had to do was like, ended up he had to like write her like an apology letter, and I think like stay away from her, and that's it. So I mean, I guess the 8 games is cool, but I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody has seen that video, all I can do is say that nigga's blessed to
Bro,
be where he's at. Like he's blessed in the sense of
he looked at it and shoot him.
yes, bro. Like, oh my
Dead
God.
ass.
If that was any other nigga, oh my God.
I don't even think they
That-
knew he was famous. I literally think he just got lucky, bro. Because he's a 6 foot, like 6'5" black man, 6'5", 240, muscle strong, fighting off like 5 police officers. Like he's lucky he did not get shot, bro. Like honestly.
Yeah, that was crazy. But I think, and I'm not trying to downplay it or anything like that. But what I will say is that I think the reason why the punishments didn't get pushed further, it kind of gives me like that Ray Rice vibe where like the woman feels like she was just trying to like move past the shit and not like
I guess that's
press it any further or do like more charges or whatever. And you know that's all right. You know, as long as she's safe or whatever, like do you? I'm not here to dictate what you should have done, what you should have done. She got a WNBA career too. That would have prolonged all her season because the season not even WNBA season not even long. So I can understand it from that standpoint. But man, hey man. God got favorites.
That's how I feel about it, bro.
God got favorites, nigga. I don't know, bro. Like this is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
I've never seen no shit like this. Nor do I ever want to see some shit like this again.
Valid.
I never want to have a situation like this ever again. That's crazy. But Atlanta ATL not gonna be doing shit no way like this season anyway. So all your quarterbacks are injured, so you might as well treat this shit like a gap year anyway. Nigga, at this point, like James Pierce wasn't gonna be playing for anything meaningful this year at all. So that's why you're on the.
We do not care.
We do not care. Last and finally, Troy Aikman has an office job with the Miami Dolphins. Had no clue about this. Wasn't until I got an ESPN notification that he would be like compromised and or limited in like his on air play by play stuff. Like it it's a conflict of interest or whatever the case may be due to his role with the Miami Dolphins. I don't know what role he actually has, but that was a wild one.
I knew about that because I heard about this. Like it's because he took this job like months ago or whatever. And I remember I heard about it and I was like, this is weird because it's the Dolphins, not the Cowboys. And I was like, he wouldn't have anything to do with the Cowboys because it's all Jones family. So they wouldn't, listen to him for real anyways. But like, I guess, he said, I think he said like he didn't sort of understand why he was having sort of limitations or whatever. Because he was like, he only works Monday Night Football. And he was like, the Dolphins are not going to be good this season. I'm not even calling any of their games. So I agree with him with that. So I don't really think he should have had any type of limitations. But it is what it is. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the same limit.
It's the same thing as Tom Brady.
Yeah, same limitations as Tom Brady. He can't like. I guess they do like the pre-meetings and stuff. Like they can't do pre-meetings with the other teams and stuff. Especially with all the gambling stuff that's going on these days. Just you might as well just keep everybody's nose clean. Even though Troy Aikman could give two less of a fuck right now. Like he knows his team is tanking.
Exactly.
So he'll be all right. But let's get into some things that we do care about. We'll start off with something on a little bit of a lower note. Don Nelson passed away at the age of 86. I was about to say like a cause, but I was like, I mean, he's 86, so it's probably just natural.
Yeah. Like this happened, I think this happened like last week when we were recording. So when we were actually recording, so we didn't get to it. But yeah, Don Nelson, he was the winningest coach of all time, and then Greg Popovich passed him. But like, just doing a little bit because I have heard the name before, but like he coached way back when, or his prime was way back when he was coach. So I'm really too up on him. But he was like the first person to ever like implement small ball basketball. They called it Nelly ball back then. He was the first person to like have like the point forward because I think it was Marcus Johnson was the guy who was doing that for him.
Yeah, he can
What
still
else?
dunk.
Yeah, so he did that. Won all those games. He was a 5-time champion with the Celtics. Like he was with Bill Russell and them all them years. He didn't win as a coach, but I mean he got 5 rings as a player. So I mean that's good, I guess. What else? He was Steph's last coach, or not Steph's last coach, but Steph's first coach. My fault. He was also one of the people that brought Dirk and Steve Nash to Dallas. Like I don't know, he had his hand in you. Like a lot of people talk about, oh, you can't tell the story of blank without this. Like he's one of the people you cannot tell the story of basketball without him. And I didn't even know about all he had done until like recently when I was looking him up because he was everywhere. He was with Bill Russell. He was the proliferator of small ball. He was coaching Steph and coaching Dirk, and he helped bring Luke. He's cool with Luke and them too. Like so, I don't know. He knew everybody. So shout out to him, man.
For sure, a forward thinker for sure. He definitely was definitely ahead of his time, based off of like a part of the game that he was progressing. So rest in peace to him. You literally cannot tell the game of basketball without mentioning Don Nelson. And I didn't really know a lot about Don Nelson, so that's that guy. Shout out to him. Yeah.
Would you rather? Just real. Would you like he didn't win as a coach, but he won 5 rings as a player. Would you rather win as a player or as a coach? Cause like do you think like I know he wanted to win he for sure wanted to win as a coach because everybody when you coach you want to win, but like you think he's sort of like satisfied? He's like at least I got 5 rings, like
I mean when you get 5 rings is 5 rings, so it's like
Exactly.
If I had a choice, I think I'd rather be a coach. If we're talking about head coach,
Yeah,
I'd rather be a head coach than win a ring. I'd rather that. My 1 ring holds mad weight as a head coach. Ask Doc Rivers, bro. Ask Doc Rivers, my nigga.
you ain't lying about that. You are not
Like
lying.
it holds real weight.
Coach rings hold weight, but it doesn't matter. It don't matter who your team was. Like even Steve Kerr, granted Steve Kerr has multiple rings, but like his rings still hold weight, even though he had the teams that he had that were
Like
stacked.
it don't matter how good your team is. Like even if your team is generational, then you are the coach of said generational team, and you will never not be brought up. Like you're always going to be brought up with that legendary team because they're like, "Who's the head coach?" Oh yeah, it was him.
Fair.
Even if you're not really all that good with your job, niggas know who. And I'm gonna say this: David Blatt never won. Niggas know who David Blatt is, bro. Just
That is
off of him
very
being
true.
a finals coach, and niggas don't even deem him as like a good ass like. Well, he got fired the very next year, even though I still think he's like a good coach.
He was David Blatt was a good coach. They just did not like him. He was a good coach.
Versus being a player, it would have to depend on like your hierarchy of like, okay, like what is your contribution to said
Because
team?
Don Nelson, he averaged his stats were like 10 and 5.
Yeah, like
through the
at
regular
that
season and
point,
through the playoffs. So he was like a role player the whole time.
it was a role player, but like I said, I wasn't watching segregation hoops like that. Like I would have to see like what kind of 10 points we talking about. We talking about like a Alex Caruso 10 because that's different.
Yeah,
I can take that. I can take an Alex Caruso 10 because niggas in the community will never forget me. Niggas in OKC will never forget Alex Caruso, nigga. Like fuck out of here. Or the Lakers. That's a 2-time champion. You know what I mean? So
Alex
but I still-
Caruso
I-
10 to be like 30. Alex Caruso 10 is like 25, bro.
that nigga be having the loudest 12 points I've ever seen in my life, bro.
All in the clutch, bro. I fuck with Alex Caruso, bro.
With some good ass defense. Yeah. You not lying. You not lying. Yeah. What would you rather go?
Cause like I didn't see how long he played in the NBA, but like he coached for like 30 something years. So like
Fuck.
with no ring, I think I'd want that coach ring as well. Cause like
I just feel like you have more chances as a coach because you can coach longer than you can play.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why it would piss me off that not getting a ring because I had all these and I'm the winningest coach of all when he retired, of course. He was the winningest coach of all time. And still no, I'd be pissed the fuck off. I'm not going.
Yeah, like if I'm Mike D'Antoni, I'm pissed. Like I'm so pissed. Especially when you got some all-time greats on you.
Pissed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you right. Damn. Would you rather be a mediocre coach or a mediocre player, though? Like a mediocre coach that won a ring or a mediocre player that won a ring?
Coach. Because, like, niggas get disrespectful about the players or mediocre players. Niggas get disrespectful about them niggas, bro. They get disrespectful about them.
And don't let you have a fan base. Don't let you have a little fan base. Because if they start roasting you too hard, and then all of a sudden, it's nothing but your family photos on the TL talking about, this the man y'all talking down on? Why y'all got all my information? I can still be a low-key nigga as a coach. Yeah. That's true. I don't know what David Blatt's wife looked like.
And it's hard to be, like, you can be a mediocre coach and win, but, like, have that ring and you be like, you can't really call me mediocre, can you, bitch ass nigga? I have a ring, you don't. So it's also like,
that's God, like that is so true. And like I said, I don't know these niggas' wives, bro. I know who Savannah James is though, and I don't think I would want that in my real life. Y'all shouldn't know my family like this.
Y'all don't know what my family looks like.
Y'all should never know what my family is. Fuck no. Hell no. Yeah, to switch it up to some more somber news for this nigga. Russell Westbrook retired. Before we even go into Russell Westbrook, I want y'all to understand. Before we go into, I want y'all niggas to understand. 2 niggas run this account. You texting back and forth on the Play for Keeps pod, talking about Russ. That was not me. Don't be sending me texts talking about, man, I didn't know you was a Russ fan like that. I'm not. Like, he cool, but like, trust me, you was not talking to me on IG, my nigga. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know, Jax, I don't know what the fuck you was talking. I don't know who you talking to.
I didn't even say nothing crazy. I was
you wasn't saying nothing crazy, but they was just like, oh, like, since you a Russ stan, and I was like, Russ stan? I was like, oh, you was talking to Jax on the Play for Keeps pod account. That's fine. Shout out to Russ. Russ retiring after 18 seasons. First of all, that was. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jack.
Hey, wait. Let me say it properly. Let me say it properly. After 18 seasons, he's retired. He's a legendary career. NBA top 75, 2017 league MVP, 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA. U.S. Olympic gold medalist in the all-time record for triple doubles. I think it's like 209. I could be a little bit incorrect about that, but like we had to get the stats. We had to talk about the stats because I have crazy things to say about Russell Westbrook. Complimentary, crazy things to say about Russell Westbrook, bro.
Hey, you remember when? I don't know if you remember this. Remember when Jaylen Brown got traded to the 76ers? And they videotaped that little ass black boy that played for the Celtics.
I love you so much, and you mean a lot to me, and you want to.
Thank you so much, Jaylen Brown. This how this nigga sound right now. You're my favorite player.
Bro, Russell, like the whole reason I like the Thunder is Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. And then KD left, and it was just Russ holding down the fort. And that nigga did nothing except win the MVP, average triple-double, like 4 straight seasons, bro. Like, Russell Westbrook was amazing. And he's like, he retired, I believe it was the Kings and the Wizards. They were still, like, reaching out, like, hey, you still trying to play? And he was like, you know what? I'm not doing that with y'all niggas. No disrespect. Even though he has played with both of them niggas, but, like, no disrespect. He was like, yeah, no, I'm not trying to play with y'all niggas for real. And it's just like Russ, he still had like, we talk about leave before the game leaves you. We talk about that a lot. And Russ still had a whole lot of game. I don't care what nobody say because it was just not last season, but the season before when he was with the Nuggets. And he was still like, him and Jokic were sort of going crazy. Like that was probably the best. Not even that was the best passer Jokic ever played with. He was getting Jokic the ball in easy spots. Like I don't know. I just feel like they like saw the game sort of similar, even though they obviously played different. Even though they both are crazy with the triple doubles, but like I think they just saw the game similar. And I don't even like Russ still has way more game. I just hate how like this is like. I think Russ saw like the play coming. He saw like this was a Carmelo Anthony level of blackballing finna go on. He was like, you know what? I'm really not trying to go out like that. No disrespect to Carmelo, but Melo know that the way they treated him going out was terrible. So
Yeah.
So I
People
just
don't
don't
talk
think
about people don't talk about how Carmelo kind of resurrected his career after that Houston stint. Yeah. He squeezed a few more years out.
Same thing with Russ after the Lakers stint, bro. Because when he was with the Lakers, everybody was like, "Oh, you suck." Oh, you. They was calling him everything but a child of God. And then he went to the Nuggets and was cooking with them niggas. And he's like, "Oh, baby, Russ is still good. It's just
even when he was in Sacramento, there was like a couple stat lines when niggas was like 23 points, 16 rebounds. Like that nigga still had some.
I remember texting you early in the season, like when Russ had like. I think he had the game where he shot like 5 for 5 from 3. Like Russ was shooting this season too. I'm like, I ain't never seen that nigga shoot threes like that before, bro.
Yeah, he was playing against the fucking Rockets. I'm like, all right, game. All right, brother. Shit. But yeah, when it come to Russ, I'll be honest with you. I felt like first he saw the writing on the wall because people kind of forget. Last year was like the first year that nigga didn't have a media day. Nigga wasn't signed during media day yet.
Yeah.
So like he was already on the late bus of somebody not picking him up and signing him. And then Sacramento, finally, did his thing. Also, at first when he retired, I was like, damn, ain't nobody want to pick this nigga up. And I think he had like 2 offers. I know one of those offers was from like Washington. From the Wizards. And if this was the Wizards of last year, I would have understood it. But the Wizards would have been decent. They would have been kind of, whatever. I'm not saying that he would have got like mad playing time. But, him there, Trae Young there, you got a number 1 overall pick, Anthony Davis,
I don't know what the Wizards I don't know what the Wizards got. The Wizards got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on, but
he's got a lot going on, so I don't think I would.
Oh, for sure, like it's a lot going on, but I think DC fucked with him because of his time there. Because his first stint in DC, that nigga was still putting up triple doubles. Like
he got them, he willed them niggas to the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, bro, he was solid. It doesn't. It's not coincidental that nigga was in California with with Sacramento. I do think he's at that age where his kids are growing up and he wasn't trying to be across the country. During that time, even Denver is kind of considered more of the west side.
Yeah, Denver's still of everything. Not West Coast, but like I agree with you.
Yeah. But yeah, it's more on the western. You're not on the East Coast. You know what I mean? So it's definitely an easier flight. Of course, the Clippers and all that other stuff. So I feel like had one of those teams gave him an offer, he probably would have thought about it a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But based off of the tribute video that we're not going to show you, but it's out there. It's a long ass video. That's the reason why we didn't. Like, this is not something that you call Michael B. Jordan of like the day before. Like, that shit's been marinating. I think he came up with that decision. He probably came up with that decision in June, probably knowing him. And he was just like, fuck it. I would rather just go out on my own. And I was going to make this a hot take, but we're already here. I already texted Jax about this. Okay. Y'all can't convince me that Chris Paul being done in the worst way possible last season did not contribute to this nigga retiring how he retired. Yeah. One thing about Russ, that nigga is observant and he looking around and he's like, hey, last year, I didn't even get media day. If they can do Chris Paul like that, I can't go out like Chris Paul. And that's no disrespect to CP because that wasn't even his fault.
Yeah,
it's just like
dirty as hell.
They did that nigga in the worst way. So he was just like, oh no, like if niggas not signing me by this date, I'ma just put it into my own hands, and I can respect that because so much like Chris Paul was robbed of so much love. Like, at least with Russ, and we'll have a conversation about the slander and the switch up about how niggas talk about Russ. We will have that conversation. But at least we're having that conversation about Russ being showered with some type of love, something Chris Paul didn't get. We had to get like rushed shams reports about this nigga getting kicked off the team and this, that, and the third. Everything surrounding not the greatness of Chris Paul. It got overshadowed by the bullshit that was going on. So I think, although I hate that he retired this year, I kind of respect that he put it into his own hands and said, hey, I'm good. We do have B here now. Like, I can respect that.
But just you sort of talked about it a little bit about how like the slander and the crazy switch up that everybody's doing now, and like this is a nigga. Russell, oh, shit.
Hey, this nigga about to get his bag. Hey, that nigga knock shit. Hey, he said, I'll knock all this shit over for us.
No, my shit fell out my damn. It didn't got a crack shit though.
Damn.
No, that's cool, bro. My case. This is random, but my case, that whole and you hear that? That's my downstairs. That nigga's a bitch, bro. I don't know who that nigga. That nigga's a bitch, bro. Cause like nigga, I'll just like I dropped my phone one time, just like, boom, boom, boom. Like nigga, like what else that nigga do? Or like sometimes if I walk, that nigga will boom, boom, and I'm like, nigga, you look at him come downstairs and like kick your fucking door in, bitch. But like that's neither here nor there. But
gotta call that nigga slurs, bro.
Bro, nigga, bitch ass nigga. Or nigga, I don't know who the fuck it is. Probably a nigga, but still.
Even if she is a woman, that's a nigga.
And I've been here, like, and this is the first neighbors I've been here 2 years. This is the first time, this is my first neighbor who's been a dickhead like this, bro. Cause like the first nigga, and then the first year I was here, my dad was here with me, so it was louder because there was more niggas in here. But that's neither here nor there. But
crazy.
Before my phone dropped, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we were talking about the slander. How did I say? Oh yeah, and Greg, you brought up like the slander and stuff that people, and the slander, like the crazy switch up people are having now, because now everybody love it. Like I was there. I seen it on social media. I seen all you niggas hate on Russ. Russ is the nigga he's the point guard with like first in points, first in rebounds, first in triple doubles, fourth in assists, and y'all niggas trying to act like he's ass, bro. Like especially during that Lakers stint, that was really the crazy. Maybe it's because it was like a mixture of like, because Lakers fans respectfully are crazy, and then you combine that with LeBron fans, and just got a whole, just super duper hectic. But it's just like the way people were acting like was just the worst thing ever. And the fact they're acting like that, and now they're just showering him with all this love and praise. It's just like, why didn't you do this when he was with the Lakers? Because he was not even bad with the Lakers. Matter of fact, when he was with the Lakers, I think that was because every time he's played with a superstar, he's helped that superstar get their either most points per game or like their second most points per game. Because like when he was with the Lakers, LeBron averaged 30 points. That was 2022, so LeBron was however fucking old, like 37-ish, something like that.
Yeah, probably 37, 38.
Yeah, so he helped a 37-year-old nigga average 30 points a game. When he was with KD averaged his highest points a game. Same when he was with Bradley Beal. Like Russ, I wouldn't say he's the perfect point guard because I do, like I've said this before, I think Chris Paul is the perfect point guard. But like, if you need a point guard, that's what Russ is. He will help your team, and he'll take all the slander, all the this, all the that, and not even say a single word. He just go out and hoop, and that's the thing that like you have to love the most about Russ, because that is, no matter what, he's a nigga that like. What would you say? Like, he just, like, don't go for no bullshit. Like, that's the type of nigga he is. Like, he don't go for shit. And also, like, he's a nigga that's just never scared. Whether it be to take this shot,
he go to war about anybody. Anybody that got the same jersey as
Literally.
him, he go to war for. I never forget. Oh my God, what was that? Was that yeah, that was when he was with the Lakers and Bron. You remember that year where what that nigga name is? Stewart. I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah
That nigga
Stewart,
got the bleeding,
when
and he was
chasing Bron.
charging at LeBron. Guess who was front lines with his hands up, nigga? It was Russ. That nigga Russ was ready for whatever. Like, it didn't matter what the fuck it was, bro. Like, that was one thing you could never say, bro. In the midst of everybody that fucking gambles, in the midst of everybody that be taking plays off, in the midst of everybody that be on bullshit and lazy, for every Ben Simmons, there was a fucking Russell Westbrook that never cheated the game, bro. That nigga went speed 100 from start to finish. One of the most, that nigga had the most stamina on any roster that he was on, bro. Never got tired. Nigga was a fucking like horse in a human body. I've never seen no shit like
while
that.
also being the most athletic person on the court at all times, bro. Like, it's
While still just jumping up and down and yelling and shit. Still got energy to like cuss a nigga out. It was some shit that you will never see a nigga like Russ.
He's the only nigga in the NBA I truly think that can just be like, you know what? I want to have a 20-20-20 game. And then boom, he goes and gets 20 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 assists. And he's a 6'3" point guard. Nobody will ever see anything like Russell Westbrook ever again, because I don't think they make humans like that anymore.
They don't make it, and not to shift it off of Russ, but I just think it's crazy that like since we're talking about the Russ slander, I just think it's crazy how OKC's big three all got slander in some type of way. Like the niggas got shitted on in some type of way. And then they started getting some love on the back end of their careers. And we'll probably see maybe a little bit more with KD and Harden when they finally retire, depending on how they leave out. But
it's gonna be
I always thought of it. I was like, damn, like the big three of niggas that niggas was rooting for as a young squad to like defeat LeBron. At some point at the peak of everyone's powers, at the peak of Russ's powers, at the peak of Harden and KD, them niggas was getting shitted on.
Yeah.
It was getting shitted on. I've never seen a big three scrutinized quite like that one.
You saying that reminds me, because I meant to bring this point up. Russ was so fucking good that analytics, they had to change the, what was it? I think the box plus minus. I don't really even understand all that analytics shit, but I know, like, they had Russ as, like, the highest box plus minus player ever because he kept getting triple-doubles. They hated on Russ so much, they were like, you know what? This can't be right. So they had to change the mathematical formula to bump him down. This is actually factually happened, bro. They changed analytics because Russell Westbrook was so good, bro. Like, no matter.
It's such an evil world that we
Russell Westbrook is a top 5 point guard of all time, bro.
Oh, yeah, no question. No question. I mean... Because obviously you got Steph Magic, and Chris Paul, depending on like, I don't care about the order, but they're in that three. Yeah. And then
I go Steph, Magic. I want to put Chris Paul, but I have to put Isaiah Thomas just because.
You have to?
I mean, I don't have to, but like I'm going to. But I really want to put Chris Paul, but I'm gonna put Isaiah Thomas just because he got the rings and all that. So I go Steph, Magic, Isaiah Thomas, Chris Paul, then Russ. Because I think Russ there's no other point guard that's better than Russ.
Bro, they gonna look at Russ's stat lines like from 10 years from now and be like, damn, this was a super nigga. Like, what the fuck?
He averaged triple-double for 4 straight seasons? And he's 6'3"? Like, yes, he did. Yes,
bro, his stat lines and highlights, he's gonna be one of the very few players where his shit is gonna age like timelessly.
They're gonna say he's Michael. They're gonna be like, "Oh, he's Michael Jordan." Like,
they're gonna treat this shit like niggas treat Wilt with his fucking numbers, and it's gonna be like, "Oh my god, like this nigga was a freak of nature. What the fuck? He was doing this in the LeBron era." Yes, nigga. Yes, he was. all because a nigga left his team, nigga. He turned up because a nigga left his team. That's how it was. Yeah. That was so crazy, bro. Man, shout out to Russ for having such a great career. Did you see that bullshit that Ice Cube sent out?
No.
He said he giving Russell. He said he giving Russell Westbrook a week before he sent him that Big 3 invite. It's like, please stop.
Okay, let's move. I don't even want to. Shut up, Ice Cube, bro. I don't want to hear nothing. Be so fucking bro.
Like, bro.
That is Russell Westbrook.
That shit sound like that sound like that one power scene when that nigga's like, Tasha, please. I just lost the love of my life. Please. You pissing me off right now.
Ice Cube, now is not the time. And Russ is never playing in the Big 3. Let's stop it. Let's end it right
Cut that shit out. This is not Royce White, nigga. Please have some decorum, nigga, while I grieve. Please.
Goodness
Ain't
gracious.
been a full 48 hours. Damn. Yeah. But yeah. From one former Laker to another former Laker. We moved. Are we talking about the Lakers?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. From one former Laker to another Laker transaction. The Lakers have been sold again for $12.5 billion, to be exact. It was originally the owner of Walter Davis, if I'm not mistaken.
Now Walter.
Well, that was the
Mark. Is it Mark Walter?
Am I tripping? I want to get his name right. Actually, what's his name?
I think it's Mark Walter.
It might be Mark Walter. I don't know what the fuck I'm getting.
Yes.
Mark Walter was the previous owner, who is now under federal investigation, for things that only
real
Lord,
fast. I looked at Mark Walter's picture. White people age horribly.
No, I'm saying like
he's 66,
people,
but like he looks older than 66.
White people,
or maybe it's a Wikipedia. He looks older than 66. Like 66 is old, but he looks like he's like 80 something.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There are two types of white people that I don't like looking at: old white people and white people that are fresh out of water. I hate the look of both of those things. Those are very niche things. I hate it.
Fresh out of water, like I've never even considered
getting out of like a white person getting out of a pool, and it's so like I can't look at that shit, bro.
I never even. Granted, I don't be at pools for real, but I never even noticed. But
it looks fucking terrible. It looked like hot dog coming out of hot dog water, nigga. I don't like. It's just that shit look like hot dog water, bro. Like it just. I don't. It's hard for me to explain, bro. But I pray you don't have to see no stupid shit like that. I pray that you never see a white person get out the shower, get out of a tub, get out of a pool, get out of a jacuzzi. I don't wish that on nobody that I fuck with. Not to sidetrack it, but that shit really struck a nerve with me, nigga. That shit really fucked me up. I saw that shit last week and I still can't recover. But enough about that. Let's get back into that nigga Mark Walter. Mark Walter was the previous owner. Who had just got the team from Genie Bus, I think a year ago. Has it been? I don't even think it's been a year.
Yeah, or no, it's at 18 months.
Or yeah, a year and some change.
Twice in less than 18 months. Never mind. But I don't think he had the full year. I don't think
it hasn't had it a full calendar year yet. Even though Genie Bus still has like a minority stake in there, like 17%. She has to have that for her to be like, because she's still like technically like the governor of shit, and she still goes to these meetings and shit. So she's a part of that. But yeah, it got sold by Bob Iger and Josh.
It got sold to Bob Iger.
Yeah, it got sold to. Yeah, Mark sold it to Bob Iger and Josh Kushner. Now, for people that don't know who these people are, Josh Kushner was just a part of whatever the FIFA deal was supposed to be. He was a part of that ultimately fell through. On top of him on top of his brother or his family still having like some political ties to like the Trump family.
No, because not some his brother Jared Kushner is Donald Trump's son-in-law.
Yeah, it is.
So
Which is
that
crazy.
is like
Which is crazy because when you're doing the research and stuff, it's like, and I take everything with a grain of salt, but apparently Josh is like a staunch Democrat. But at the end of the day, like, you're a white man to me. Like I don't buy stalking you saying, oh my God, like he's a Democrat.
When y'all are making money crazy like that, and your literal brother is the son-in-law of Donald Trump, no, I don't care what you say about being a Democrat. You're not a Democrat. Nobody. Your political party is capitalism. Your political party is billionaire, bro. You don't care about none of this shit, bro.
We say this all the time. There is no such thing as a good billionaire, nigga. Every billionaire is terrible. There's no such thing as a good billionaire.
Except for LeBron James. But other than that.
All right. Okay. If that's the sword you want to die on, nigga.
We're going to find out some crazy stuff to stay healthy.
Hey, they finna have a Nike documentary real soon for this nigga.
He's experimenting on humans.
Oh, yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, it can go real crazy with that nigga. And as far as that, and on Bob Iger's side, Bob Iger, the former CEO of Disney.
I thought he was still the CEO.
No. He gave up his CEO last year to another guy. I forgot his name. But he gave that up because he wanted to, well, at the time, niggas didn't know, but this nigga wanted to own the team. He had no clue it was going to be the Lakers. But originally, Bob Iger and Josh Kushner were looking into buying the expansion team that was going to be in Las Vegas for $7.5 billion. That's where they were going. And it wasn't until a little birdie told them niggas, hey, that nigga Mark might be in the market to getting rid of the Lakers because that nigga is $16 billion investigated. I don't know if he's in a hole, but $16 billion is being investigated by that nigga Mark. So them niggas, they said in a matter of 3 days got this deal done and offered that nigga $12.5 billion. They said this is one of the fastest transactions, even though it's not been, officially completed. This is one of the fastest transactions when it comes to a team that's ever happened, at least in the NBA. I can't speak for other things. That was crazy. And on top of that, I know it's going to get approved because I did not realize and understand just how connected Bob Iger and Adam Silver were. I did not know them niggas was that locked in. Did not know that Adam Silver introduced Bob Iger to his now wife. Did not know that them niggas used to go on vacation together. They probably still go on vacations together. They are, when I tell you they are locked in, they are locked in. So this deal gonna get approved.
The relationship you're describing sounds very similar to the relationship another politician and another rich white man who went on vacations had, but I'm not gonna make that comparison. But whole thing,
me personally, it was I was kind of looking at it like an Oprah and Gayle King situation. That was kind of out. But there's plenty of examples. But yeah, I mean, them niggas have been doing business together. This is why when the CEO stuff was happening last year, Adam Silver's name just kept getting popped up. It's like, okay, this could be like.
Oh, I do remember that.
As a candidate, I
remember that.
CEO. Yes, because them niggas are so locked in. They are
I didn't realize that.
They were extremely locked. They're still extremely locked in. We don't have the NBA bubble without their relationship because Bob Iger opens up Disney World so that they can play the basketball games. They've been locked in for 30 plus years. And I didn't realize how crazy their relationship was. But it's deeper than just business. So when that nigga has the Lakers now, it's like, okay, shit can kind of get interesting. Because Adam Silver has not been an ethical nigga. To be honest with you. He tried to act like he ethical. He tried to make it seem like he played by the rules. But Kawhi Leonard still has not been sentenced yet. Nigga. There has still not been cases closed under this nigga's watch. How ethical is this nigga? For real.
There's nothing ethical about this entire situation, honestly, from like the sale, because yesterday the sale is reportedly $12.5 million, or not $12.5 billion. Yeah. But the thing is, Bob Iger and Josh Cushing, they don't even have $12.5 billion between them. They don't have that kind of money. So how are they going to get them? How are they going to get this approved? How are they going to get the money? But they're going to get the money. They're going to get all this stuff approved because one, like you said, Adam Silver and Bob Iger are best friends. Two, because Kushner and Donald Trump are basically fucking related. So that's also going to get approved. And then this whole thing happened this fast because Mark Walters is under FBI investigation. And
they seized that nigga's laptop and phone. Like they've already
that's why he had to sell it so quickly. He's trying to get off this shit. And of course he sells it to the brother of Donald Trump's son-in-law. Like, what are we talking about? So
keep in mind, Mark Walter also owns the Dodgers. Yeah. Now he's adamant on saying, "Hey, I'm not giving them niggas up." And the way the Dodgers is trending, I don't blame him for trying to hold on to that shit for as long as possible. Because it does make sense that, trying to sell the Lakers is crazy because that's a historical franchise. But from a business perspective, when you don't have any options, and on top of that, you still, even in turmoil, this nigga made a profit off of
$2 billion.
He made a $2 billion profit, and he didn't even have it for a full year. Like crazy. So it'll be interesting what the Dodgers look like moving forward, depending on what this federal investigation, this FBI shit, like. Man, we're far from over when it comes to shit like that. But there's a lot of people that are kind of afraid of Bob Iger is very, for lack of a better term, Disney. Nigga loves to raise prices and shit. So I do think Laker fans are like, yo, shit already expensive when it comes to the Lakers. I'm scared they're gonna try to get their money back in blood by jacking the shit out this parking, jacking the shit out these ticket prices, in a way that allows the city to recoup the funds of $12.5 billion. Honestly, I'm going. What would that be like? Like six and some change, $6 billion and some change each. Are they both going in on it? Well, yeah, give or take. For the ownership of the Lakers.
They don't have the thing. They don't have the money. That's the thing. They don't have the money, even if they are going on it, bro. They do not have the money. It's going to get approved. The money's going to magically appear somehow, but they don't even have this money for it. These niggas are not billionaires. So I don't know. This whole shit is horrible, bro.
I don't know. I thought Iger was a billionaire.
And then Pablo Torre's probably going to investigate it, but since these niggas are with the government, they're going to kill that nigga. So it was nice knowing Pablo Torre.
You see, Steve Ballmer still got a heart. That's the problem. These niggas gonna kill him. These niggas gonna kill Pablo, nigga. Steve Ballmer still, he's still trying to do it ethically. Nah, like he getting on my nerves, but chill. You got Trump under your fingernail, nigga.
Yeah, no, they're gonna. Pablo Torre, I like you, Pablo Torre. They're gonna kill you. I'm so sorry.
They are going to neutralize the threat, nigga.
You make a single episode. It don't matter how. You can make a YouTube short about that bitch. They're going to murder you. Don't do it, Pablo. Don't do it.
Pablo, please. You're not safe. You're not safe at all. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And I feel like they're gonna keep this for a long time, and I feel like at some point they're gonna move Jeannie Buss out the way. Now I know in the contract in the last contract when Jeannie Buss sold majority, there was a thing in their contract that Jeannie Buss had to stay the governor for at least 5 more years. And apparently Bob Iger and them, they have no choice but to like accept that.
That's what Mark Cuban thought, and they told that nigga to kick rocks. So
Well, it's one of those things where it's just kind of like because of the Mark Walter shit, like the 17% stake that she has, it can't be touched. Like you can't fuck with it for the next at least 5 years. Now after that 5 years is over, they can get her the fuck up out of there if they want to. And that's just very that just
they will. They will. Don't worry about that. They will.
Yeah, I mean, just like any new regime, like they're gonna always want to put their guys or their whoever they want to put in there. But yeah, at least for 5 years, Jeannie Buss still got some kind of say. Now they have the ultimate say on like what they can do, but they just don't have enough power to get her up out of there. Not right now. And I think that is a saving grace for like the Lakers organization in general. It's like, okay, well, Jeannie still got some power. She still goes to all of like the the NBA owner governor meeting. She is the representation. She is Jeannie Buss. That Buss name does mean something, and whether people like it or not, they're gonna have to respectfully. If they want to move her out the way, they're gonna have to respectfully do it. You not finna just fuck Jeannie Buss over as a white woman and think there's not gonna be any pushback from that.
If it's a white man doing the fucking over, they're going to fuck over. They're going to fuck her over. And
Oh no. I'm not saying that you can't fuck her over, but what I am saying is, somebody gonna have to take a fall for that. If it go like when they traded Luka, hey, somebody got to take a fall for that.
That was Nico. And Nico's black. And Nico's black, so of course they throw him under the bus.
Okay, of course, they'll find the nigga. Somebody gonna have. If they fuck Jeannie Buss over, Jeannie Buss not getting fucked over alone. I'll say it like that. She still got power.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that, but man, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, nothing happens. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we just watch basketball. Hopefully, this story isn't bigger than a Luka Doncic triple double. That's what I'm praying for.
We both know that won't. We both know that won't happen.
Ideal.
But let's go ahead and get to our last. This top, man, bro. Just get off Jaden Daniels' dick, bro. That's it, man.
Hey,
golly, this whole thing. I be up late at night, so I was up when this report dropped. This dropped at like
nigga, you was up late then, nigga. What the fuck? Go to bed.
Exactly. This say 10:57, but like the actual report came out at like 1 a.m. or something crazy like that. But anyway, so an attorney representing Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels informed LSU that it can no longer use his name, image, and likeness, and said that he felt profoundly disrespected after LSU allowed cornerback DJ Pickett to wear his number 5 jersey. Now, a little bit of a backstory. They say the center of the dispute is, like I just said, DJ Pickett, who is he's cold. Like he's going I think he's a sophomore this season, but whenever he's draft eligible, he's going in the first round because he's a cold corner. And he's like 6'5", which is crazy, but neither here nor there. But they say that that's at the center of the issue, that he didn't want anybody wearing his jersey after he got the Heisman and he went and became the 2nd overall draft pick. But Brian Kelly, who was LSU's former coach, he promised Pickett that he could wear the number. But then he asked Jaden Daniels, and Jaden was like, "No, I don't think you should let him do that." So he didn't give him the number. But now Brian Kelly's fired. Now Lane Kiffin's the head coach, and Lane Kiffin doesn't care about a goddamn thing or what anybody says. So he's like, "Of course you can wear the fucking number. I'm Lane Kiffin. You can do whatever." And because of that, like initially Jaden and LSU, they had an agreement within his contract from when he came to LSU that LSU would be permitted to use his name, image, and likeness for 180 days beyond his final game at the college. But, since he liked LSU and they was, still honoring his request about the number, he said, I'm going to just let it ride. Y'all can use my shit for whatever. I don't really give a fuck. But now, since y'all are letting some other person use a name after you said or use my number after you said you wouldn't, I don't want you guys putting me in any of your commercials or any of your promotional stuff or anything like that anymore. And everybody's mad at Jaden Daniels. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why
Yeah.
they mad? He didn't do anything wrong. They did. They lied. Like, I don't. What did he do wrong?
What was who was the coach that went out or got fired? What was it? Mike? What's his name?
Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly. First of all, the way Brian Kelly has been avoiding accountability in this whole situation, that is the first sandwich maker. You first agreed to a recruit. First of all, niggas, coaches, they be lying. That's not a secret. But to lie about this in particular, why? What was the point? What was the point of lying about that? You should have just. Granted, I get it, he's cold, but him not wearing number 5. Maybe I'm just not in these recruiting stages. Maybe I just don't get it. Damn, a number really gonna keep me from going from one place to another? I feel like it will. I get it to a degree, but man,
that's when you just here's another $1 million. Like,
yeah, I'm just like, what a number can't do. Which number do you want? Number 5 or 5 extra more mil, nigga? Like, come on, like I know you're not that invested in this number, because as soon as you get to the league, if you go to the wrong team, you're not getting that number. Say his number was 15. You think he getting that shit in Kansas City, nigga?
of course not.
No, not, nigga. So you gonna have to learn how to adjust anyway. And that's when more money come out the way. But I think there was a lot of like misinformation that was coming out at first, because a lot of it was making it seem like Jaden Daniels like bringing up Joe Burrow and all this other stuff, making it like it's like a real comparison thing. And it's not really a comparison thing. It's more about, hey, y'all not treating me with any kind of respect. Y'all not even giving a nigga a little heads up call. I'm just learning like everybody else. Like I get the regime of like Lane Kiffin saying, hey, I'm doing whatever I can do to keep this nigga on my team. I just got here. I'm trying to keep this nigga. Not trying to ruffle no fucking feathers. I don't know shit about what was promised before. This is my shit now. And number 5 is yours, my nigga. I don't know what to tell you. And on Jaden Daniels' side, I can understand saying, hey, yeah, get all this NIL, get it off. I think where Jaden fell short, I think he should have just committed to the 180 days. Don't even move it. Just keep it to where it was. Just keep that 180-day thing, because niggas and people, regimes change all the time. What you've committed to and all this other stuff, and you love the university, that's cool and all until they do some fucked up shit. Just do your time and not let it get murky, because now it's bleeding in to like the season. Like now we're talking about this instead of like what your upcoming season is about to be. And then on the sophomore side, on his side, it's like,
I don't think he's nothing wrong in this situation. He just niggas just gave him a number. He's like,
no, I'm not saying that he doing anything wrong, but when something like this happens, naturally the reaction is all this hoopla about a fucking number. Nigga, you better be cold. Like you better be nice. And I'm not saying you need to win a Heisman, because I know how difficult it is for a defensive player to even do some shit like that. But don't be buns, nigga. Don't be having like no good season last year, but then after all this hoopla, now your game is declining or with some other shit. Like make us respect. I'm saying make us respect what's going on here. But it did make me pose a question that a lot of people are either having or are so against. I don't know. It's been like a 50-50 toss-up, and I wanted to know how you felt. I mean, how do you feel about retired numbers in general? In college. In college football.
I don't really care. It's if you want, like, if you're gonna retire it, then retire. Granted, like LSU hasn't officially retired Jaden Daniels' number, obviously, because they redid it. And then people brought up Joe Burrow. They haven't officially retired his as well. But like, I don't
Nobody
like if
said
you
that.
want to retire a number, retire it. I don't have a problem with retiring numbers or anything like that. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean, I just think when it comes to Heisman Trophy winners, I don't think it's crazy for a Heisman Trophy winners trophy to, like, number to get retired.
it's like if you say you're not going to issue it out to nobody, then like just don't issue it out. Especially if it's like really because when he last played at LSU, I don't know, these seasons run together.
2024, I think, or 20.
Something like I don't know. They
Yeah,
season like seasons run together, but like so soon is crazy. Like maybe like 5 years later, then cool. I don't really care if I was Jaden Daniels, but like so fast is crazy.
I just don't
Especially
like.
if you promise that you wouldn't give me, if you promise that you wouldn't get a number to nobody else.
Honestly, me personally, I feel like people should retire numbers just to get this bullshit out the way. I don't like an unofficial retirement because it's too murky for niggas to just not abide by the rules. Because somebody can always come into your place and say, okay, well that's how he felt. This is not how I do it in my program. Versus a number that's already in a
Like it's
motherfucking
already up in
rafters.
the rapper. You can't get that bitch down.
Yeah, and a nigga come out here and say, hey, I want to wear number 5. All I got to do is point up. We're not taking it's already up here. We don't have no. And yeah, like when it comes to like the Cam Newtons of the world and whatever, like there's just certain things that just should just already be in the rafters. Like if it's in the rafters, even the next regime can say, hey, okay, it's just already up here. We can go call him and say, hey, can we take it down for this nigga? And we can say no and hang up, but it forces you to have that conversation of asking said player, hey, like, we're thinking about giving this number to him. How do you feel about that? Like, so yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like it would clear up all this extra bullshit and hoopla. Like, this is not a conversation if we would have did that. Well, honestly, it still would have been a conversation because nobody's retiring somebody's number that goddamn quick anyway, to your point. So 2 years, unless you're doing some Cam Newton shit.
If he had like Jane had a great season, anyone I'd like not taking anything from him at all. But like Cam Newton was just different. All due respect, Cam Newton.
Respectfully, and on top of that, and for niggas that are afraid that like too many numbers would get retired, I'm only talking about Heisman Trophy winners. There's not a school that's just loaded up on Heisman Trophy winners to the point where they would be fishing for numbers like it's the fucking Boston Celtics. The LSU only got 3 niggas.
Bama, how many Bama got? Bama got a lot.
Bama got some people, but it ain't when I'm like when we talk about this certain situation, there's only maybe 1 or 2 schools max that have that kind of problem where it's like, oh my God, like what is my running back going to wear? What jersey is my running back going to wear?
It's only one spot. I think it might be Bama. I'm trying to think.
It's just Bama. Like it's nobody else, nigga. Like if Greg Ward would have won a Heisman for U of H, nigga retire his jersey. Nigga retire his fucking jersey. Like who? I don't care. The hell. But that's interesting. I hope this shit gets resolved. Do you have any input on people saying that his mama is too much into his business? You need to calm this shit down.
His mom wasn't mentioned in any of the anything on the ESPN article, not any of the athletic articles, not any of the Yahoo. Like, why are niggas just because niggas don't like his mom and just because his mom is his age, people like, oh, his mom's too involved. Like, her name wasn't involved in any of this shit, bro. Like, shut up, leave her alone.
Because it's respectful, and I say this respectfully, it's because his mom is too fine. That's all it is. That's literally all it is.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Look, it's like
people hate bad bitches.
And I don't want to compare other people's mamas because that's crazy. I'm not trying to do that. But there's certain people that's like in the same position as Jaden Daniels' mom, and they don't get talked like this. Like they don't. There's not a discourse conversation about this. Like it's very normal. Like people's moms have been athletes, managers since the test of time. This is not something new. It's just because
his mom is very like, or she's a little bit more out in public than other mom agents. I feel like, not saying that's a bad thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But like she's more, like you see her around more. But like I said, not saying that's bad.
Like a Tasha Mack kind of out in the open.
She's not that bad. She's not that bad. Because Tasha Mack was crazy.
Nah, Tasha was crazy. Hey, Tasha was going crazy. I gotta rewatch that show. That's fucking nuts. But yeah, I do think that's about it. I think it is about that time. Oh my god. I hate that my soundboard's taking forever. Jax, what is your hot take of the week?
All right. I let y'all get a week removed from the finale, so it's not any spoilers or anything like that. But I watched Raising Kanan, seen every single episode, all 5 seasons. I think I can officially say that. What's Kanan's last name? Stark? The Stark family?
I think so.
Or the Thomas family, rather, yeah. The Thomas family is the worst TV family in the history of TV families. Every single person with their blood in them is a horrible human being. Kanan's terrible. His mom is terrible. Both his uncles, well, one of his uncles isn't that bad, but he died. But still, his uncle's crazy. His cousin's crazy. His future son is not that bad, but 50 Cent kills him in Power. But it's just, the whole show is just, the whole family rather is just absolutely terrible. They have pretty much no redeeming qualities. They're criminals. I don't even know where they're just terrible. They're just horrible people. They're just all of them terrible people. Like no redeeming qualities. They're all just terrible people, and it sucks because like through the course of the 5 seasons, you can see them slowly getting worse and worse. But it's just like damn to really witness. But no, they're the worst TV family in the history of TV families. And if Raising Kanan is like they say it's like very, very, very loosely based off of 50 Cent's childhood. And if 50 Cent's childhood is even like a sliver of what Kanan went through in that show, then I understand why 50 Cent is exactly the way he is. It makes absolutely perfect sense. But yeah, that's my hot take. The family in Raising Kanan is the worst family in TV history.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That being said, ain't nobody doing it better than Ghost, man. You can say all that. I don't know a nigga doing it better than Ghost.
No,
that nigga got so many one-liners, so many quotables. Oh my god!
I've said it before, but Power is like the best worst TV show, or really the worst TV show. It's not. I'd say it's the best worst because it's a terrible TV show, but it's still such a good show. But it's horrible.
It's like when I feel like it's gonna sound crazy when I say it. Okay. It feels like when Power in that franchise feels like when Steph was putting up numbers in the LeBron era. You know what I mean? Like when Power was like when Power first came out.
Okay.
That shit was hooping in the Tyler Perry era, like when it comes to bad shit on the fucking television screen. And like it just elevated his game and like it just like surpassed certain things and like it's transcended the game and niggas wanted to like try to copy off it. Like nobody can really do it like Steph, just like nobody can really do it like Power. Like Power just has so many layers to it. And all these goddamn books. I still haven't completed all these goddamn chapters and Power books and all this.
And then they're gonna make another one, and it's like, no, they're making 2 more, and it's like you can.
Yeah,
stop.
And this is like, God
damn, I'm a victim. Like they've got me.
Yeah, like at some point, lead the game before the game leaves you, type shit. But it's just like, man, like this really the Steph Curry of bad movies or just bad shows. It outlasted Empire. It outlasted all these other shows. Even when Snowfall had his run, at some point Snowfall ended, and these niggas are still
And Snowfall was
Damn.
never a bad show.
It was never a bad show. It was quality, but it was still in the era though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That lore of like 2014 to like now.
Power outlasted all of them. It's crazy.
Power outlasted power because niggas had a little resurgence in the 2020. Like during COVID, everybody got their shit off because everybody was inside. Niggas couldn't go outside for real. So niggas was watching shit that they ain't had no business watching if they had some real like hobbies and shit. But Power stood the test of time, and I have to respect it. I have to respect that, man. That's a God take. That's a God thing. My hot take is that it really shouldn't be a hot take, but if you can afford $200 camps, if you can afford for your son to have that James Harden camp that Moses Malone Jr. was talking about, and buy all this bullshit, all these cleats, all this whatever, $500 here, $700 here, $200 here, you have enough money to pour into your child's education and spend $75 to go to a high-level tutor. You can spend $100 to like make sure that like their academics is on a level. Every time somebody talks about extra money that needs to go into like school or like if their kids are struggling, the first thing niggas be talking about is like, oh God, like, but this shit is expensive. I'm not saying it's not expensive, but that nigga got $350 pair of J's on his feet, though. Like
that he's gonna grow out of next year.
Yeah, nigga, like this is a growing boy, nigga. What the fuck? This nigga finna change sizes in 6 months. These shoes will be useless in 7 months, nigga. He'll outgrow them. But and on top of that, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're spending so much money on camps and shit, and none of your shit getting paid for, your son is not that nice. I'm gonna let you know right now. Your son is not that nice if you are paying for every single thing that you are being a part of. Every single thing? No. Your son is not that nice, or at least not nice enough for him to be slacking off academically. For you to just be trying to LeBron James.
He needs to be a real student athlete.
He needs to be a student first, athlete second. He needs to make sure college is going to be paid for this nigga. You know what I mean? He's going to be in college all 4 years. Okay?
Maybe 5. Maybe 6.
5. Hey.
That's okay.
That's okay. So, yeah, you have to, don't, there's too many niggas moving like the Newman family out here training their sons, and they not going to be past 5'4" or 5'5". You training in this gym like a goddamn dog.
How tall is, what's the name, Julian Newman? How tall is he? Because was he good? Like, what happened?
He's like 5'5", 5'6". He's not.
I was looking at, was he ever good? Was he in a recruit or no?
Oh, he was cold as fuck in the 4th grade. That's when everybody was the same size, though.
Okay.
Had mad handles. Had mad handles in the 4th grade, and he just stopped growing. But like you look at his dad was like 5'6". I'm like, your dad knew this. This is not like this would be different if like
if your dad was like 6'2".
Yeah, like if your dad was Braun and he's 6'8", and you happen to figure out that your son only grows up to be 5'8", that would just surprise. It's like, okay, damn, I thought that's crazy. Who would have thought? I would have never thought that.
My fault. Grandchild from
like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's different. Nigga, we saw 5'6". Your dad is 5'6". Now in the inverse.
You could have been a running back.
Something, because the nigga was quick. Yeah, he had some speed on him.
Slot receiver. Cole Beasley.
Come on now. Nigga moving like Sincere. Like, nigga fast. Now, on the inverse, don't you never know. Because my dad was out here treating me like a goddamn post player because he was 5'10" and thought I wasn't going to do shit. And I ended up being 6'3". I should have been having guard-like skills. I should have been putting 3 fingers in the dirt. You know what I mean? There was just certain things that I should have been doing, but you thought I was going to cap out at 5'9" or 5'10" because you're 5'9" or 5'10". So you never know. It can be a pleasant surprise too. But
why didn't he have you playing? Why didn't he have you doing guard stuff?
Nah, I mean, I was always like,
if he thought you was only gonna be 5'9", 5'10", you should have been doing guard stuff.
But I was already like, tall, like I was like tall for like my age, so they were just throwing me in the power. I was traditional power forward through and through, and they were just like, and once they got to like a certain age, my dad was like, "Oh, he's like 5'7". He's probably not gonna take basketball seriously because he's not gonna grow. Like, who's gonna be a 5'7" post up, nigga?
This fuckery won't continue much longer.
Yeah, like this fuckery won't continue long. Like he'll do something else. And I kept growing. I kept playing, and now I'm just a 6'3" LiAngelo Ball post up. Now he's like, damn. I didn't figure this one. I didn't play this right. I fucked this up. I'm not gonna hold you. But shout out to Pops. He was doing what he could. Shout out to Pops. He was only doing what he was taught. But I say all that to say, invest in your child's academics. That's what my parents did. No matter what was going on, I was gonna be straight academically, and that's what happened with me.
And it paid off.
And it paid off because Lord knows I wasn't going to nobody's D1. That's no 6'3" power forward, nigga. That's crazy. But yeah, Jax, any last words?
Hey man, you want to change your life? Go do some life changing shit, man.
Damn, I know what my next hot take's gonna be next week. Just found out. I just saw something on my computer screen that pissed me off. Anyway, yeah, man. There are no Cheesecake Factories in Nigeria. There are no Walmarts in Nigeria. Please stop going and arguing back and forth with people on the internet, especially people that are not from this country. You will save yourself time. Extreme time. You are wasting energy when you do stupid shit like that, man. Focus on touching that grass. Actually, cut the grass too sometimes. Do something. And without further ado, we will catch y'all next week. Hopefully by that time, 1 week closer to football season. The real football season, not this preseason shit. It's the countdown.
Preseason game's on right now. Do not give a fuck. Do not give a fuck.
I do not give a fuck. I hope they do a YouTube game like they did last year. That was fun.
I think they will.
Hopefully. But we'll catch y'all niggas next week.